What's up, guys? This is a new episode on the Crunch Time Podcast on a Friday. We've gone from Monday, Wednesday to Friday. It's a nice routine. The trade deadline is actually today, and yesterday was a pretty crazy day. I made some predictions Wednesday on where certain players would go, and I was not right whatsoever. There are still some players on the market who haven't gone anywhere yet, and there are some big-time players like the Dodgers who don't really care. Baseball doesn't have a salary cap, and they don't care how many players that they can't pay because the luxury tax they do it all, man. We just gotta first off, but the trade deadline, man, I think it's today. And there's still big names who haven't gone anywhere, like Chris Bryant or Trevor Story or Josh Donaldson. But we do know there are big names that went, and two of them, are Max Scherzer and Trey Turner, and they both went to the Dodgers. The Nationals gave up Trey Turner and Max Scherzer to the Dodgers for 4 prospects for some reason, and they gave up Trey Turner. I don't know why. But they gave up the Nationals, and it was a rough day for DC sports fans, man. It was rough, man. They gave up Max Scherzer, Trey Turner to the Dodgers, and then on the other side of basketball things, Russell Westbrook got traded to the Lakers. So I'm pretty sure LA fans are really happy right now. DC fans are probably on suicide watch right now. They're not. It's all bad in DC right now. At least you guys got Alex Ovechkin for the next 4 years, though. That's something. At least you got Ovechkin. Right? You try to win their Stanley Cup. I really don't understand what the Nationals are doing personally. They got rid of Kyle Schwarber. They took him to the Red Sox. They traded him to the Red Sox. I don't really know why. I'm just being completely honest. I'm not sure they want to start fresh off of a new team and build around Juan Soto. But if you're going to do that, you should have kept Trey Turner. Because I'm pretty sure the Dodgers would have been happy to just not have Trey Turner and just have Max Scherzer. Because they already have enough hitters as it is. And it's insane. It is insane. Because one, their lineup is crazy. It's absolutely insane. We could just read it off. This would be the Dodgers' potential starting, 8, including their starting pitchers, going into the postseason, considering that they will be a playoff team now. They should make the playoffs. So this would be their lineup. They would have right fielder Mookie Betts. Second base would be Trey Turner. Justin Turner would be third base, first baseman Max Muncy, shortstop Corey Seager, center field Cody Bellinger, catcher Will Smith, left fielder Chris Taylor, and this, if Trevor Bauer comes back, which most likely I don't think he will this season, but who knows? Crazier stuff has happened, so we'll see. But if Trevor Bauer did come back, their starting rotation consists of Clayton Kershaw, Walker Buehler, Max Scherzer, Trevor Bauer, and Matt Duffy, and Reyes. Obviously the Dodgers got Matt Duffy because Trevor Bauer is he's going for his going for all his crazy stuff right now, obviously. So that's why they got Matt Duffy. So they have Duffy and Reyes. They have Scherzer, Buehler, and Kershaw. Kershaw shouldn't be back until August 7th. Damn, their team is stacked. I swear, MLB, if baseball had a salary cap, man, they would have to get rid of a lot of those dudes. A lot of them gotta go. Because Dodgers now, how are they gonna pay everybody? They are a gazillion dollars under the cap. They pay that luxury tax real nice, man. They go crazy over that, man, because their salary, they're $100 million under salary now, bro. At this point, that's what it's looking like. It maybe even more. I think they already were at under $100 million. Negative $100 million, but Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's actually crazy how the Dodgers are able to get players like that. And I was talking to my dad about this, and he was like, because there's still players on the market. He was talking about, imagine Chris Bryant being there, and I was like, don't put that shit into existence. Like, don't say that. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, don't say that. You know. But yeah, Dodgers are they're fiending right now, and I'm not. You know, they don't win the World Series. They're overrated. They've like, you know, like they've always been. You know, they're still not even in first place too. Making all these moves, they're still not in first place. Still not in first place. The Giants are still in first place. I think they have the best record in the league too. You know, I think another more we gotta talk about, man. Anthony Rizzo. I'm a Cubs fan. He got traded to the Yankees of all teams. He got the damn Yankees, bro. Like, and what makes me more mad is just like the management from the Cubs, like the leadership. There's no leadership from that front office, man. Like, Rizzo actually wanted to stay there. Like, in an interview he said that he wanted to stay there his entire career. Like, if the ship is sinking, like, it's gonna sink, and I'm gonna sink with it. I don't want to go to another team. I want to build this team. You know, we're having a bad season. I want to build this team. It's basically what he said. And, you know, and very emotional about it too. And they just gave him to the Yankees, man. And everybody likes Rizzo. The whole league likes Rizzo, you know? Fans love Rizzo. Nowadays, a Yankee, now everybody's like, man, damn, you know? Like we hate the Yankees, but like we love Rizzo. Yeah, we love Joey Gallo. Like, you know, like it's. So yeah, I'm gonna miss Rizzo. I'm gonna miss him a whole lot, and we're not even done, man. Like, Chris Bryant, man, is still on the market. Like, the whole, you know, like, he's gonna be on the clock all day, all night until that clock is 12 o'clock, man. I don't want Chris Bryant to go, but at some point, you know, because he's got in the dugout yesterday too. He got really emotional. I thought he was gonna get traded. I'm not even gonna lie. But he got real emotional because he can feel. I feel like he can just feel the energy and what's about to happen from the front office. Like, he can feel it. And he knows what's about to happen. So if Chris Bryant does get traded, I hope he's a Giant. I hope he doesn't go to the Dodgers. Please don't let him go to the Dodgers. Dodgers don't need any more guys. They don't need any more guys who can literally play at every position like a hybrid, you know. They don't need that. They don't need that whatsoever. But, you know, hope he goes to a good team if he gets traded. A team that's good, contend for a championship. Would really help him out a lot. And then same thing for Javier Baez, man. I believe they're keeping Baez, but who knows? Anything is possible. Yesterday, the Indians, I thought the Indians were gonna keep Cesar Hernandez, and they gave him to the White Sox. So, you know, anything is possible. I'm guessing now. The White Sox are a little bit stronger too yesterday, while also acquiring Ryan Tepera from the Cubs. So they're both got a little bit stronger. I don't know why people are saying they need a closer. I'm pretty sure Liam Hendricks is their closer. I don't know why he wouldn't be, but he's definitely their closer. Fun fact: I was listening to people on the radio, you know, like Chicago radio, people talking about Liam Hendricks. Talking about how the White Sox can get like help for the trade deadline in the bullpen, and one dude was like, "Man, all we need is Craig Kimbrell and the Australian, and we are completely fine." Literally, the man said that. Man said, "Oh, we just trade for Kimbrell, and we have Kopech and the Australian, and we'll be good." Like, saying that like Kimbrell, that it's gonna be easy to get Kimbrell, because I mean that's difficult. For the Cubs though, they got to get rid of Craig Kimbrell for some prospects today, man. Their season's already over. They're not going to make the playoffs. They could still go and run at their division if they wanted to, man, and like a lucky run or whatever, but they're most likely tanking now because they need to get rid of Kimbrell for some prospects. because he's old and he's not going to be on the team next year for sure. So they definitely need to get some prospects out of some teams for sure. And the White Sox are definitely a good team to do it, because if I'm the White Sox, I'm telling y'all to either give me Crochet or Kopech. You know, that's what I'm saying to them. Like, give me one of those guys. You know, give me one of them, because I'd be happy with either one. You know, give me either Kopech or Crochet. That's what I would say to that. Because White Sox got farm in there. You can get a bag out the White Sox for Craig Kimbrell, considering that they need a closer. Even though I think Liam Hendricks is their closer, you can get a whole bag out of them. Many teams, the Dodgers even want Craig Kimbrell. You can get a whole bag out of them. Prospect, feed them. You know. Obviously, the Dodgers gave away 4 prospects yesterday, so I doubt the Cubs will give them to the Dodgers for prospects. So maybe like the Giants, you know, like Giants still have like a good young, I guess you could say, prospect staff or whatever, or however you say that. They have good young pieces in their farm that you can definitely get a bag out of. Another team, maybe like the Yankees, because Yankees probably want Craig Kimbrell too. You go to the Yankees, you can get somebody out of them. Hell, we can get Gleyber Torres for Craig Kimbrell, honestly, because I mean, if the Yankees pursue so much interest in all these players, like, you know, and they suck that bad, hey, give us Gleyber Torres back, you know, give the Cubs Gleyber Torres back. I mean, but for Chris Bryant, you can definitely get a bag out of the team now for sure. That's what they did. You can definitely get a bag out of them for Chris Bryant, because he's still in his prime years. When he came up into the league for his first year, he made the playoffs, made it to the NLCS. Next year, won the World Series. You know, next year NLCS. Next year, I believe NLDS. You know, and then down here, COVID. You know, and this year, but he's been in the playoffs every year. Chris Bryant's been in the playoffs every year that he's played. He was only injured 1 year in 2019. Obviously, everybody's saying was he broken down now? Because, you know, like, people were just saying rumors about that. Well, he just wasn't broken down. He just wasn't healthy. That was the main problem with him. But I certainly believe that if Chris Bryant goes, that the Cubs will definitely get some prospects. Going still with the National League side, Kyle Schwarber went to the Red Sox. I don't know why. That deal came out of nowhere last night. I literally saw that at like 12 o'clock, and I kind of was like, what's going on? You know, I didn't even know that deal happened. It was definitely crazy to see the Nationals really just fall apart, really just stop caring, because you know, they play in the NL East, and you know how that goes. We know how that goes. Like, anything is possible there. Nothing is never guaranteed. Like, the Mets' first place is not guaranteed. Like, the Nationals, like, if they get on like a mini run, they could definitely be in it, because no team from that spot is getting the wild card the way how that division is. Like, it's just not happening. And I believe the Nationals, their leadership is piss poor, as they got rid of their entire team, besides Juan Soto, for prospects that might not even be good. And if you're going to have your team around Juan Soto, be sure to catch Trey Turner, because Trey Turner is another young player. He's been very productive for you for years, and he's a all-star caliber shortstop. And you give him away to the Dodgers, who are in the National League still. I don't know, why would you give Max Scherzer and Trey Turner to the Dodgers? Because now they're like, now people are saying they're the favorites. Obviously, people should say that. People are saying they're the favorites now. Man, give them to the damn AL, man. Like Jesus. Don't give them to the Yankees. Don't do that, because it won't do them anything. But, you know, could have just gave him to the AL somewhere. I don't know, man. It could have just let that happen. Whole NL West was fiending on them, with rightfully so. But I definitely thought Max Scherzer was going to go to the Padres. That was not the case. He went to the Dodgers. I didn't know where Trey Turner was going to go. I was guessing he was going to go to the Giants, maybe. That didn't happen either. They both went to the Dodgers. And Schwarber went to the Red Sox. It was very weird. I do gotta say that was weird. But yeah, kind of crazy to think about the trade deadline. Definitely is going to be something. Think about it and see which teams now got a chance to win the division now, man. Like, now that the trade deadline's going to be over today, this week, next week, we're gonna see what goes down, what happens with teams. Obviously, you got our power ranking system on Monday, and we're gonna see what happens, man. We're gonna see what happens because it's gonna be definitely very exciting. And yeah, that's it for the trade deadline as of so far today. It's only 10:30. Anything is possible in the upcoming day, or the upcoming today. So we'll see what happens. But we definitely gotta know that that there's still players on the market, 100%. But so anyway, the NFL Madden. I feel like we gotta talk about the ratings for Madden, dude. I feel like we should just talk about that. Like, today's really just kind of like just talking about the trade deadline, but just other stuff, man. That I haven't really been talking about, but also kind of stuff that's like, not really semi-important, but it's the trade deadline. That's the only info I got right now. I don't really got any ranking systems out or nothing like that this week or this Friday. So everything will be new Monday. We'll start off the week strong, obviously, but Friday it's really just about the trade deadline, man. And there's no news that's really happened over the last couple of hours that I've seen of guys, reportedly maybe like getting like more interest from teams, than they already were. So that's gonna be for the trade deadline as of right now. But I definitely need to say that the Dodgers, if they don't make the World Series, they will always be overrated in my eyes, because that's a team right there. That's an all-star lineup that should literally make the World Series, guaranteed, and should win their division. The way how stacked they are, they should definitely win their division. They're only like 2 games out. They definitely need to win their division now. They have more pressure than ever on their backs. And for the Giants, I say just keep playing baseball, man, because baseball's a weird sport. Actually, before we get into Madden, baseball's a weird sport. It's not like football where your offense could consist of Patrick Mahomes, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf, Alvin Kamara, your O-line of David Bakhtiari, Jason Kelsey, not Quentin Williams, Quinn Nelson. It doesn't consist of that. It's not like, and then they easily feed on like a team like the Falcons. Baseball is definitely different. Baseball is definitely more of a team sport for sure. You can have all these good players, but if they're not gonna hit, you have a chance to win the game. Now, considering that the Dodgers lineup is that overpowered right now, that would be the pitcher's nightmare, because going for that order once is like, damn. Go for it twice, it's like, okay, well, maybe let's do something a little bit different, if you already haven't gotten slugged on. And then third is like, take them out the game. Like, that's not gonna happen. That's the way how the Dodgers lineup is. You gotta, and the Dodgers, and you can't even, if you want to throw it outside to them, they'll still crush it to left field or right field. Like, I'm thinking of Max Muncy in my head. Man crushes pitches outside to right field. I mean, the man is an actual tank. I mean, his swing is beautiful. It's gorgeous. But just the way how the Dodgers are, I mean, you can't really, the way how they're such a hybrid lineup, you can't really, you could put anybody in any spot besides Max Muncy and obviously Will Smith, but there's such a hybrid lineup where you can't really pitch the ball anywhere to them because they're spanking anywhere. I mean, you now have Trey Turner on the team. You got Mookie Betts and Trey Turner. Mookie Betts is he's a I guess not power or contact guy. He's a guy who likes to. He's a guy who can swing and who can hit for contact. Trey Turner is a speedster and a guy who can hit for power at times, but mostly he's just trying to get a base hit. Most likely, that's his job. That's the reason why he does a lot of stolen bases, a lot of runs. That's his job. And then when you have Justin Turner, you know, who's always been productive for the Dodgers, who can hit the ball anywhere, man, always had a great batting average. You have Cody Bellinger's coming off the DL, the IL, not the DL, what the hell, the IL, who's starting to rake again. And you know, like, you got Chris Taylor, the hybrid, can play left, right, center, third, second, first, short, like, play anywhere, who's slapping balls, going crazy. Like, it's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous, man. Like, they don't need anybody else. If they get somebody else, I don't know what's going to go on. And the next man up is AJ Pollock. The Dodgers are. Like, that's insane. That's literally insane. Like, you can't be serious. Like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I pray for Giants fans. I pray for them. Because they probably have to deal with all the BS of Dodgers fans saying they're going to win the ship. Even though if there was a 60-game season, the Giants would have been the 1 seed. You know. But yeah, this is a full season with the Dodgers, and they have a better team than they had last season. So we'll see what happens this season. See if they get that 1 seed or not. Definitely gonna be very interesting to see down the road, down the stretch. But the NL West is looking jam-packed. Like we said, the Padres also got Adam Frazier. The Padres might not be done yet. They might try to get Chris Bryant. Honestly, bro, I would be a surprise to me if they got Chris Bryant. But you know, Padres got Adam Frazier now. And they got good hitters, man. Jake Cronenworth too, man, hit another shot yesterday for the Padres. So their second basemen are clearly raking. And got good defense, man. Their second baseman's rake and play great defense. So, it's gonna be very interesting to see what goes down in the NL West. Is that's definitely the hot topic, the hot box of the league right now. But yeah, now let's get into some Madden ratings, man. Madden, they messed up with the defensive backs, man. They messed up bad, man. They messed up real bad. They messed up real bad. So we'll just start with cornerbacks. So anyway, cornerbacks. Gio Ramsey is a 99. He got to the 99 club. There's hand on end as anybody. I mean, you know. I wish they made it harder for you to get 99, but you know, it's Madden, so you can't really do that. Do what you can do. Stephon Gilmore's a 97. Jair Alexander's a 95. Which is strange. That's very strange, because I actually had him number 1 in my cornerbacks going into the season. Obviously, Jalen Ramsey deserved it, but I believe Jair Alexander should have been like a 98 or a 97. I don't think he should be a 95. Stephon Gilmore had a down year last year, and he's a 97. It's very interesting. Tre'Davious White is a 93. That one makes me mad, because one, Tre'Davious White had a really good season last year. He was one of the main reasons why the Bills had a great pass coverage defense. One of the reasons why the Bills' defense was so dominant and why they actually made it to the AFC Championship game. And Marlon Humphrey at 92. Howard, after coming off of that year of 10 interceptions, like at 91. James Bradbury at 90. I mean, damn. I mean, they are really finessing these boys. And the safeties, I don't even want to talk about. They got Mika Fitzpatrick at 89. Good God. And Good God. They don't even have. They don't even got. No, they got Jesse Bates, Justin Sims at 91. Tyrann Mathieu is a 95 and Buda Baker's a 93. Devin McCourty's a 92. He can stay at a 92. Devin McCourty's always been like that player who's just been at like a 92 to 95 type player. He's always been really good, and he's also always been really solid. The McCourty twins are usually just always up there regardless, so really their rating doesn't really like matter when it comes to this, because apparently Madden always gets their stuff right. But they got Tyrann Mathieu at a 95. They got Justin Simmons at 91 and Mika Fitzpatrick at 89. Damn, they disrespected Mika. They disrespected him heavy. I got Eddie Jackson and Adrian Amos also at 89s. Damn, they disrespected Mika heavy, man. It's crazy. They don't really. I've always noticed this with Madden, that they don't really put safeties high, man. They don't really do it. They don't do it, man. The safeties is that one position in the game for them where they don't really put high overalls at. Their highest is usually a 95 or a 96, like Tyrann Mathieu. There is a good side of this though for people who play Madden. There's a good side of people who go crazy in the Madden, is that they come up with cards, that are like 99s for these characters, or like these guys are like 89. So, and hope they get like a good card, because these Madden ratings go crazy, man. These Madden ratings are insane. I believe they just came out with the QB quarterback rankings too. Patrick Mahomes is a 99. Tom Brady is a 97, Aaron Rodgers is a 96, Russell Wilson is a 94, Lamar Jackson is a 90, damn. Deshaun Watson's a 90, Josh Allen is a 88, Dak Prescott's a 87, Ryan Tannehill's a 87, Matt Ryan is a 85. This list, that was a blind reaction too, as you could tell by me saying Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson was a 90, saying damn right after that. I don't know how I feel about this list. Aaron Rodgers being a 96, he's an MVP. He's the MVP. Aaron Rodgers is the MVP, so I believe he should definitely be higher, or at the same, or not higher. I guess you say put him at like a 97, if not. The MVP, Mahomes is definitely one of the best QBs in the league. Him getting 99 was no doubt, 100%. Russell Wilson at 94 is fine. I think Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson need to get a little bit higher. They're doing Josh Allen dirty with that 88 overall. Everybody else is really fine. Dak Prescott was injured, 87. That's fine. But Josh Allen, they did him dirty, man. Putting him at 88. They did him real dirty. For sure. Him at 88 is definitely crazy. And I know this Kyle Murray isn't here. Kyle Murray is like, I believe, 85 or below 85. I don't know, man. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy what Madden does, but I'm just making fun of the ratings a little bit. It's always fun when you can just make fun of the ratings for Madden every year, since apparently they get it wrong like almost every single year, like every position, especially the safeties. They did the safeties real dirty this year. Coming up on the 30-minute mark of the podcast today, and I think that's gonna do it, man, because really there's no news, man. There's no trade deadline news that has happened over the past, I guess, 10 minutes now. Nothing's really going down right now. But we'll definitely come back to it Monday, and we'll definitely talk more about baseball, obviously. Man, we can talk about the week, talk about the games of the week, man. Talk about that, man, because the trade deadline is really the most important time of the week right now. But anyway, I will see you guys next week, man. As this is me signing off, hope you guys have a good rest of your Friday and a good rest of your week, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.